Salut, c'est Mathieu de Ludovox et aujourd'hui je suis avec Walter, l'auteur de Champions of Hara, qui est un jeu qui vient de sortir sur Kickstarter et qui vient d'obtenir les sous qu'il lui faut. Hi Walter, how are you?
What's going on, man? How you doing? Good to meet you.
I'm fine. Good to meet you too. How is it going in this GenCon so far?
Going wonderful. This has been a great convention so far. We are so excited to be here. This is our second year at GenCon. The game has evolved considerably since our first year. We just got successfully funded on Kickstarter, so we're shipping to the U.S. and some people in Europe. Sorry again about the value-added tax and stuff like that. We're working on it. This winter, in time for Christmas. Want to hear a little bit about it? Let's do it. Champions of Hara is a narrative-driven adventure strategy game for up to 6 players, where everyone plays as one of the 6 main characters in our story. You get a deck of that hero's special powers and abilities, and you run around the map as that character, trying to fight monsters and explore the different world decks in order to collect the 3 different types of energy cubes that power Hara. When you defeat a monster, it tells you the reward of cubes you get, in this case, 4 blue cubes that go out on your hero board. As you complete rows of your hero board, you get access to new powers, your hero levels up, and the first person to fill out all these slots of energy wins the game. It takes about a half hour per player to play, and it's a very narrative experience. So each one of these decks is a story unto itself, with items and monsters that exist only in that zone, and little quest cards that give you a choose-your-own-adventure element to the game. As you're playing, you spawn out new monsters with a die roll. In this case, this guy's going to show up in the green zone on space 4. And anyone who's looking for that kind of energy is going to start heading that way. But every round, the map of Hara physically changes. The boards move, and the game is never the same. Every hero in Champions of Hara has a different playstyle with different powers and abilities, but we all share this common mechanic, the energy alignment system. These spinners represent how your character is currently manipulating the energy in Hara, and they will allow you to unlock new powers on the cards in your deck and access new areas of the world that were previously unavailable to you. The game is tied to a graphic novel series we've been working on. This is just the first chapter. It's available online at championsofhara.com, and it tells the story behind some of the heroes and some of the characters in the game.
So that's a good overview, I guess, of the game. How did you come up with the idea of Hara?
So I went to college with a man named Ian Van Ness and Andrew Zimmerman, my 2 partners in business, and the 3 of us have been playing games our whole lives and reading comic books, and we decided one day, our junior year of college, that we wanted to make our own universe. So by the time we graduated, we won a little business competition at Skidmore College to get the art to fund the game, and then from there, we've just been out to the races doing it. So we've worked on this game for about 3 years now.
So let's talk about Kickstarter. So you told us that you successfully funded recently. What has been your biggest experience? The biggest highlight of your experience on Kickstarter so far? The stretch goals or the making of the campaign?
So we got a big bump early on in the Kickstarter campaign, and then it kind of petered out for a little while. Those 2 weeks we were kind of scared. Is the stream going to work out? Are we going to be able to make it? And then in the last 2 weeks, Kickstarter made us the featured project. We were on the front page, and then all of a sudden we started getting tons of traffic, and it really felt like we got this response we were looking for, that people were reacting to this world and this art, this beautiful art that's in this game, all over these cards positively. So that really was an amazing feeling.
And what advice could you give to someone who wants to start a Kickstarter campaign?
Work with a team. Get a lot of outside information. Definitely ask as many people as you can. And email the people that work on Kickstarter. It's a small group of people that work there, and they want to hear from you, and they want to know your story. I think the email address is stories@kickstarter.com. Email them and tell them exactly what I did. Tell them that you've been working on this game for this long, that it's your dream, etc., and they will help you in the process. They will help edit your page down and maybe put you up on that front page as well.
Okay, and when will the game be available then?
The game is shipping this December. We're trying to get it pre-Christmas. You know, these things go that way. And we will have a online print and play version of co-op mode. So this game you still have to buy the base version of, but the co-op expansion of this game will be available for a free print and play cutout download on the internet.
Okay. So do you have any upcoming plans for the future? Any expansions or other games?
Aside from that little co-op mode that we're going to be putting out, we are planning on doing another Kickstarter in the future to add little miniatures to the game, add more chapters of the comic book, and to keep putting out new heroes and new players that you can be in the game.
Well, thank you, Walter. It's been great. See you probably. Will you be at Essen in Europe?
We're not going to be at Essen this year, unfortunately. We will be back at GenCon next year, and hopefully a couple more conventions on the way.
Okay, so maybe see you next GenCon.
I hope so. Nice talking to you guys.
Same.
Nice.
Bye et à bientôt sur Ludovox.